Hi, my name is Andreas.
I'm Anna. We have two sons. Their name is Zachariah and Zion. We've always wanted biblical names for our kids, and I love the meaning of Zachariah, meaning God remembers.
So Zachariah has always been a healthy boy, but when he was around 18 months old, we started seeing some issues. His eyes were always red and swollen, so we took him to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor said it could be just allergies. So I think he gave him some eye drops, and that's about it. We didn't really think much about it until one night he vomited, and the next day he had trouble walking, that we thought it was maybe something more serious. So we took him to the pediatrician, and after 2 days of medicine and without improvements, the doctor suggested an MRI, and that's when he was diagnosed with a tumor in his brain. The doctor basically said if he might not make it if you don't do it now.
It was all a very shocking news. It was 8 p.m. that we were diagnosed with the brain tumor, and at 1 a.m. he was already in the operation room. I didn't know how to react. I was shaking. Do we really need to do the operation and all that? All of us had this question, why? He wasn't even 2 years old, and it was why him, right?
I wasn't in Hong Kong at that moment, but I joined in over the phone for the prayer, and I clearly remembered that a week prior to this event, when Zachariah had his baby dedication, Pastor Brett shared the sermon about the man who was born blind. And the verse, John chapter 9, verse 3, really stuck with me. In that verse, Jesus said, "It was not that this man has sinned or the parents, but it was so that the works of God could be shown through him." With this message, I felt really peaceful, because I felt that it was all in God's plan. That night, I thought whatever outcome may be, we thank God for always blessing us and also preparing us for these hurdles.
They said it would take around 6 hours. So I was thinking to myself, it's gonna be a very long 6 hours. I didn't sleep. I was outside waiting. And I remember at a few hours in, I felt quite peaceful. It was as if I knew God was inside that room. He was watching over everything, the doctors, and he was watching over Zach. In less than 6 hours, the operation was actually quite successful. At 6 a.m., Zach was pushed out. The doctor said it went smoothly. They removed the whole tumor. Within 2 weeks' time, Zach already recovered.
Zachariah needs to have MRI every 6 months now, and the most recent MRI, actually, the doctor said he's pretty much cleared. He's pretty much back to normal now. Okay. So yeah, throughout these months, this whole ordeal, Zachariah's name really hit home. The meaning that God remembers. God will always prepare us for whatever hurdles that we have in front of us. So we have to thank God, right? Yeah. It's a bit shy.